Some people think too much about conversations, about the future, about things most people forget within seconds. Not because they want to, but because their minds never fully stop searching for meaning. And after a while, they begin to notice something painful. The deeper they think, the harder it becomes to feel understood. Deep thinkers often notice things other people completely miss. A fake smile, a strange pause, a small shift in someone's energy, the tension behind certain words. Sometimes, you understand what someone is feeling before they even say anything. And because of that, even normal conversations can start to feel exhausting. Most people listen just enough to respond. Deep thinkers listen to understand what someone truly feels. And that creates a huge difference. Their minds constantly connect details, tone of voice, behavior, timing, emotion. While everyone else moves on, their minds continue analyzing what something actually meant. Not because they are paranoid, but because their brains naturally search for depth. That's why deep thinkers often struggle with surface-level conversations. Not because they hate people, but because shallow conversations feel emotionally empty to them. They don't enjoy pretending. They don't enjoy forced energy. And after spending too much time around shallow interactions, they often feel mentally exhausted, even when nothing bad actually happened. And over time, deep thinkers slowly begin to pull away from people. Not dramatically, quietly. They spend more time alone. They think before speaking. They observe before reacting. Because they quickly notice something uncomfortable. Most people simply do not pay attention that deeply. Psychologists have found that highly reflective people process social situations more intensely. Their brains stay mentally active for longer periods of time, which means they notice emotional inconsistencies faster, but they also become overstimulated more easily. That's why deep thinkers need silence, the same way other people need entertainment. Silence helps their minds recover. And maybe this is why many deep thinkers start feeling different as they grow older. Because while other people focus on fitting in, deep thinkers often focus on understanding. Understanding people, understanding emotions, understanding themselves. And after a while, they begin realizing they experience life very differently from most people around them. Some deep thinkers become extremely observant. They can sense tension instantly. They notice emotional distance immediately. They read people very quickly. But ironically, they often struggle to feel truly seen themselves. Because being emotionally observant does not mean other people will understand you the same way. Deep thinkers are not necessarily introverted, but they often experience reality in a far more emotionally layered way. That's why they may seem quieter, more selective, sometimes mentally distant, not because they do not care, but because their minds rarely stop processing the world around them. And maybe that is the hidden psychology of deep thinkers. They do not just hear words, they notice pauses, energy, contradictions, the things people try not to say. And after spending years seeing beneath the surface, many of them stop expecting to be fully understood by everyone. If this video felt strangely familiar, you are probably someone who notices more than most people realize.